hit parts of East Yorkshire as residents demand answers about why they were affected so badly when the River Aire overflowed.
Water levels are starting to fall around Snaith near Goole, but more than 150 homes have been flooded or evacuated, and it could be days before people can return.
Well, as roads start to reopen, we've been able to access other villages that have until now been cut off, speaking to those who feel they've been forgotten in the floods. Here's Chris Kiddie.
Well, next tonight, rail commuters travelled into work across Yorkshire today, hoping to see improvements on a newly nationalised service. Many have complained for 2 years about delays, cancellations and overcrowding on Northern Rail run trains.
Well, today was the first working day on a new service now run by the government after Northern was stripped of its franchise. The rail unions are calling for the railways to be publicly owned on a permanent basis rather than just being placed back in private hands after a review. Katie Oscroft has the story.
Well, more of the day's news, and a 22-year-old man has admitted a charge of affray in connection with the death of the former Huddersfield, Halifax and Chesterfield footballer Jordan Sinnott. The government has announced it's spending £3.5 million in Grimsby.
Well, next tonight, as the number of confirmed coronavirus cases rises daily, there are now 40 confirmed patients with the infection in the UK, including 3 from West Yorkshire. New measures are being put in place to try and contain the virus.
Well, health chiefs are no longer releasing details of where new patients are being cared for, but 2 people brought back from Japan were taken to a special unit at the Royal Hallamshire Hospital in Sheffield.
One of them, a 26-year-old man from Buckinghamshire, has reportedly told friends via social media that he's hoping to be home soon.
But what is the advice for those worried that they might be infected? Matt Price answers some of the most pressing questions.
Matt, thanks very much indeed. Well, the coronavirus outbreak is the focus of the ITV Evening News at 6:30 with Mary.
Mary, thank you very much. Well, it's time now for our sponsored sports report. Here's Chris Dawkes.
Thanks very much, Chris. Cheers. Now, from Harry Houdini and David Copperfield to Darren Brown and David Blaine, they're just some of the names that may come to mind when we think of the world's greatest magicians.
Another name you may be becoming familiar with is Darcy Oak. He starred on Britain's Got Talent several years ago, wowing the judges and the audience with his magic tricks.
He's performed all over the world and is about to embark on a tour of the UK with dates in Leeds and Nottingham. We sent Lauren Hall to meet him. Clever stuff, clever stuff.
It is indeed.
All right.
Thank you very much, John. Well, finally, to the choral coppers who've been keeping their choir going for nearly 100 years. But that could all be about to end.
Yes, South Yorkshire Police's male voice choir began way back in 1925 as a way for a group of bobbies to raise money for poverty-stricken children who needed boots.
Well, these days, though, the numbers are dwindling, so much so that the future of the choir is in jeopardy. They rehearse on Monday nights at Doncaster Minster, and that's where Adam Fowler is now.
Tell you what, they're definitely on the beat, aren't they?
Yeah. How's your singing voice?
On the beat.
Oh, sorry.
Policeman on the... Here's John.
Missed that completely. Thank you very much. The national and international stories are coming up next with Mary Nightingale, who's at the 911
Yes,
centre.
coronavirus special next on the ITV News. We'll be back tomorrow at 6. We'll see you then.
Bye-bye.